Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Data here, and welcome back to another installment of our MLB The Show franchise mode series with the Pittsburgh Pirates, episode number 11, headed into the 2026 regular season. If you're watching after we've already gone live, as always, you can skip ahead to the top, in the top right corner, you'll see the little timer. You can skip ahead to the 5-minute mark, and that is when we will get started. For those of you joining us live here, welcome to those of you coming into the stream. And we'll get started in just a few minutes. Dabrowskiego, happy Fraudner Friday, baby. David Fraudner, he is no longer on the team. We got rid of him last episode. Probably the biggest change that we made was in our closer position. Aside from that, not too many changes made. We had a good offseason of growth, and I'm looking forward to seeing what this team does. As this season, we have divisional dreams, divisional aspirations. We want and almost need to win the NL Central, as the last 2 years have been NL wildcard exits to the Phillies. Now this year, we're looking to take the NL, our biggest competition being the St. Louis Cardinals, so we'll see what we can do there. Jack, buddy, welcome to the stream. We'll just do the usual things to get ourselves started. I will go ahead as per usual, showing you the depth chart headed into this season. Ian Happ up to an 85, Brian Reynolds up to a 93, our All-Star. Pete Alonso 93 as well, our 2 All-Stars. Ke'Bryan Hayes now at a 90, O'Neill Cruz now at an 89. Great growth from these guys, and I'm very excited to see what they can do. They did well last year. I want to see what they can do this year at their highest overall yet. Just got all those tags and all that good stuff as per usual. Hope you all had a wonderful week. Beautiful, beautiful weather today. I spent a lot of time outdoors doing a lot of yard work. I think I'm red as a lobster, unfortunately. But thankfully, I can always look forward to the Friday night stream, and I hope you have as well. Especially now we're heading into the season in which we should, in theory, have our best record. The last couple of years, we have had mid-90s win seasons. Now we're going to see if we can crack 100 perhaps and look to win the NL Central. There you go. I think I'm just about ready. There you go. So we'll wait another couple minutes for people to start getting into the stream. But aside from that, I am ready to go. Gary De Silva, now his 3rd season in the bigs. His rookie season, incredible. His second year, so-so. Bit of a sophomore slump. He still did very well in terms of his value. If we look at his WAR, wins above replacement, from 5.7 to 4.6. I think that was the highest amongst all of our pitchers, despite his numbers not being as good as like Contreras or Eichhoff or even Flaherty, I think. Yeah, despite all of that, he was still very valuable in terms of the wins above replacement. So maybe that was just, the wrong place in the wrong time in the rotation. Hopefully he can bounce back to what he did in his rookie season when he won the NL the NL Rookie of the Year and was second runner-up to the NL Cy Young. Aside from that, we have good prospects in our system. Edgar Hernandez, Billy Johnson. We have our rotation with Jack Flaherty. I'm now up to an 86 overall. We signed him to was it a 2 or a 3-year deal? I think it was a 3-year deal. Now we extended him for 2 more years. That brings him now to 2028. So in the last episode, we did do some extensions for that. Ke'Bryan Hayes signed 8.8 till 2030. Ian Happ extended beyond this year. It was 3 years for him as well, I think, at $6.5 million. Now we got 3 additional years. And I think it was 2. 3 additional years at $9 million, again, coming after that. So we started in just a minute from now. Hope you all had a lovely week. The NHL draft getting closer and closer. Actually, let me look at the calendar here. Is the draft... When is the draft? The draft's on the 28th. That's okay on a Wednesday. We should be able to stream next week on the 30th. Happy Friday, Leafs fan. Welcome to the stream. So in terms of streams, we have MLB The Show today. Fingers crossed, we should be able to do Sporkle Sports Quiz Saturday tomorrow, the 24th. And then a week from today, the 28th, mid next week will be the draft. And then a week from today, the 30th, will be the next episode, hopefully the postseason here in 2026 for the Pittsburgh Pirates. So I'll take one last little sip of water, then we'll get started. Thoughts on all the Calgary players? No, I understand why. It's a very difficult time for the Flames right now. All right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get this party started in the 2026 season with the Pittsburgh Pirates. Last couple of years have been disappointing exits in the wild card games. So as you see in the title of this episode, we have divisional dreams, divisional aspirations. We want to win the NL Central and do away with the wild card because the last couple of years, not only did we lose the Phillies, we lost due to our closer, David Frodnar, choking it. So we made a switch. Despite him having great numbers, we sent him to the Phillies, actually, where he can be a setup man, no longer a closer. It makes sense. No one wants him to be a closer anymore. We sent him to the Phillies to be a setup man, and from the Phillies, we got back Evan Phillips because they just signed Ryan Helsley to be their new closer, which bumped Evan Phillips to setup man. So we swapped our closer for their setup man, but our closer is a setup man and their setup man was a closer. So it was a great swap, made a lot of sense. Evan Phillips, welcome to the Pittsburgh Pirates organization. He pitched last game. We did the season opener last episode. 1 inning, 1 hit given up, 1 strikeout. So that was good. But the season before, 1.92 ERA, 47 saves. Looking forward to seeing what he does here with the Pirates. Aside from that, we signed some extensions in the last episode. We got Brian Reynolds signed up, $27 million for 5 more seasons. We have Ian Happ signed on for $9 million for 3 seasons after this one. Brian Hayes is signed for $8.8 million for the next 5 years. O'Neill Cruz, have we signed him? No, $3 million for 2 more years. Jack Flaherty, we extended him for 2 more years of $15.5 million after this season. And I think that's about it for the contract situation. Looking at our current lineup, I love this. Josh Rojas, who last season bat .315 in 594 at-bats. Mr. Utility, third base, second base, shortstop, left field, right field, DH. Looking forward to seeing what he continues to do as a Pirate. Ian Happ, whose numbers were also very good last year. He bat .282 with 20 home runs, but the year before that, he bat .285 with 32 home runs. Brian Reynolds, our best player on our team, batting .305 last year, .330 the year before. Again, a bit of a slower year for everybody last season. 46 home runs 2 years ago, 29 last year. Pete Alonso, he was a big disappointment due to an injury, though, not due to his play, as he had 45 home runs, but was injured for almost all of September and was out for the entire postseason due to torn ligaments in his finger, I believe. So his 45 home runs were missing in the postseason. That really hurt his .280 average as well. O'Neill Cruz last season had a great year, batting .286. He had 29 home runs. Anthony Santander, who we got in free agency, last season was his debut year with the Pirates. He bat .260 and 41 home runs. So looking forward to more from him. He signed on for 4 more years, including this one at $7 million. Tamar Johnson, our 82 overall, A potential, 21-year-old real-life prospect of the Pirates. He bat .287 last year. The year before, only 24 at-bats, didn't do anything crazy. But last year, 515 at-bats, everyday second baseman, bat .287 with 21 home runs. Very, very nice. Brian Hayes at a 90 overall, bat .261 with 24 home runs. Endy Rodriguez is our catcher against righties. I would prefer Henry Davis to be everyday righties and lefties, but Endy Rodriguez has the A potential. He bat .262 last year. I was impressed enough. Henry Davis is a 78, but has B potential and bat .208 last season. So Endy Rodriguez needs a little bit more growth. That's why he gets a bit more in terms of at-bats. 250 versus 313 last year. Not a huge discrepancy. An extra 63 at-bats for Rodriguez, though. In free agency, we signed Bob Franco, 18 years of age, 6'5", D potential, 75 overall. Utility guy who can play first if we need for Pete Alonso. He has speed, good contact and power, so Bob Franco, welcome to the organization. Henry Davis, Nick Gonzalez, B potential, 74 overall. Didn't get much last year. He's going to get to be a full-time bench guy for us this year. Yeah, we're doing that tomorrow, buddy. NHL quizzes, sports quizzes, Sporkle Saturday, that's tomorrow. Ji-Man Choi, he's staying in the lineup. Mr. Clutch, 29 at-bats last year, bat .276 with 2 home runs. Mr. Clutch, Ji-Man Choi. Ji-Won Bae also here. I'm not sure if he'll stick around for long. 2 years ago, he was an everyday guy batting .246. Last year, only 9 at-bats, bat 444. He was in AAA. This year, we may keep him up, but it's a crowded infield, as even Rodolfo Castro is here. 77 overall, great contact and power against lefties especially. Had 157 at-bats last year, batting 280. So I'm thinking against lefties, we definitely want to have Castro in there at second base, and there he is. So there is our lineup. Just a quick reminder and rundown of who we're dealing with for the bats. In terms of our pitching rotation, our ace to start the year is Roansy Contreras, who was incredible in the playoffs last year. He started off the year with a nice victory. Well, not a victory. No, it was a no decision, but we ended up winning the game. He had a 4.56 ERA last season, but was incredible in the postseason to start off the year as our ace. But we know that Gary DeSilva is the ace eventually, just that he choked it in the postseason, so we're going to let him try to find his footing again. So Gary DeSilva, the NL Rookie of the Year and NL second runner-up for the Cy Young, NL Cy Young in his rookie season. Last year, despite the numbers not being great, 4.47 ERA, 1.44 whip, he was still the most valuable pitcher on our team, I believe, in terms of wins above replacement at 4.6. So Gary, hopefully he finds his way out of the sophomore slump. Jack Flaherty, he had a 3.74 ERA last year, 14 wins, 6 losses. Jared Eichhoff, he's been consistent even as an 80 overall, 3.73 ERA last year. And Mitch Keller will find his way back into the rotation, but he'll be interchangeable with Colby Allard, who has been very, very good. We got him in the in a throw-in in a trade, was it? I believe that's what it was. Last year was his first full year with us. 156 innings pitched, 3.35 ERA, 9 wins, 1.12 whip. So this year, him and Keller are going to be fighting it out for that 5th spot in the rotation. In mid-relief, we have, of course, the stash syndrome. Of course, thank you. In mid-relief, we have Genesis Cabrera. We have a lot of former Cardinals on our team. Genesis Cabrera, who last year between ourselves and Oakland had a 2.01 ERA. Very, very impressive. So he's our mid-relief number 1 guy. Reynaldo Lopez is also there. He is going to be in his 3rd season here with the Pirates. Yohan Ramirez is one guy who scares me a little bit. The numbers aren't great. The walks per 9 scare me a little, as well as the control. So because of his overall, he's here, but I wouldn't mind making a trade for another 72, 73, 74 overall mid-relief pitcher. Jordan Hicks is our setup man. Last year, 1.94 ERA in 41 2/3 innings pitched. He was very, very good. And of course, our closer this year is Evan Phillips. 1.92 ERA, 47 saves last year. Let's do it, ladies and gentlemen. As always, in the regular season episode, we started off we move into the draft as a component of it, as the draft is in 100 days. So we'll be doing some scouting and drafting in this episode, as well as simulating and getting to the end of August before we pick it up in September next episode. So we started off with a 9-4 win last episode against the Chicago Cubs to open up the season. Let's auto fix the roster in hold on. The roster, that is because of the waivers. Because I sent people down in the MLB. Yeah, all these guys are going down to AAA. Hold on, they need some guys. Hold on, some of these single A guys will go to AAA just for a moment here. All these guys, yeah, whatever. AAA. All these D potential guys, just throw you in AAA just for a couple days here. AAA and AAA. Okay, just so they can have it before the guys on the waivers. Valid pitching rotation, auto-fix the rotation. There you go. So now, in the simulation, Blue Jays, I don't think they've done anything too special. I'm not sure if they've even made the postseason. Did they clear? No, not yet. Simming the first game of the year. 11, well, not the first game of the episode. 11-8 loss. Great. Now we have our first day to set scouting. So according to our depth, of course, we have a great infield. I wouldn't mind getting a little bit of outfield prospect help as well as starting pitching. Our catching prospects are fine. We have Davis, Rodriguez, and we also have another guy in AA, I believe. Wandin, welcome to the stream, buddy. So I think what I'm really looking at in this class, as per usual, is trying to get as many starting and relief pitchers as possible. So let's start off by discovering new prospects. Let's look for some international pitchers. Let's look for some central pitchers. And let's also look for, I guess, central? I just did central, sorry. Let's go Let's go East Coast since we're in Pittsburgh. Dave, I forgot to say I never thought I could, but I got my younger brother. He's 5, watching your channel. No kidding. He loves the Penguins and Devils equally. Oh, that's awesome. Well, tell him I say hello. That's so sweet. Thanks. That's a great feel-good story. That's very nice. If let me know his name, maybe in a personal message. I can give him a shout out next episode. 31 players. Okay, now they have 31 players on their roster. Now I can go ahead and fix it. So let's fix this down in AAA. So all these guys that I sent down, those guys were all Class A guys. So McCutcheon will stay. Hold on. Class A. Class A. Class A. And I... Was Escobar also? Yeah, one more. So, yeah, let's go Class A. So, Double A. Let me just look at one last time. Hold on. Catchers, 1, 2... AAA could use another catcher. Steve Conrad. I want him to be the everyday guy, though. So I'm going to put... No, we need 2 in AA. I guess I'll keep 1 in AAA. Whatever. Not a big deal. Brandon, I told him you own the Pirates, and his only reaction was, does he own the Steelers, too? Maybe if we do the Madden one day. World Series last year... we have to check the awards. I'll check that in a second. Josh Bell is down in AAA. We're probably going to trade him because I forgot that we had gotten, what's his name, Bob Franco, who can play first as well. So we could probably just trade Josh Bell at this point. He wasn't good in the preseason either. So Philip Kershaw I want him to be the everyday first baseman with Mason Martin. Mason Martin, was he in single A maybe? So I think just, first thing I want to do this episode is probably trade Josh Bell. Let's do that right away. I wanted him to... I didn't know that Bob Franco was first base eligible, or at least maybe I forgot about it. So let's just get $2 million out of here. Let's just move him for a random prospect. I'm not going to try to get someone really good. Like some sort of relief pitcher would be great. Jesus Cruz from the Orioles. 21C potential. 21C potential from the Red Sox looks good. Let's just get a relief pitcher. And he was what overall? 21C63. 21C63. Like, I want to take a good prospect. 23C3. No, 21. I want to stick with that guy. Here, Daniel Christensen from the Royals. 18C62. I'm just going to go ahead and do this. I'm not going to go crazy over this deal. This guy needs to work on the pitching clutch and all that. 6'5" lefty. Let's see what happens. Josh Bell off to the Royals. Just free up some money. I don't need you anymore. Bye-bye. The awards. Let me show you. Last year, it was the Astros won, I guess, eh? Postseason MVP, but the World Series MVP. Yeah, I think it was the Astros. Okay, so Josh Bell's gone. So first base, Kershaw and Mason Martin. Gonzalez and Jonas Crosby. G-Man Choi can stay in the MLB. Of course he can. Second base, Castro, Gonzalez. All these guys are too good for AAA, I think. So I also want Marcano in AAA. Wilson's going to be in AAA, I guess. No, I'm going to keep Marcano there, and he's going to go to AA. We'll figure this out. Hold on. Give me a moment. Triolo can go AAA. Alvarez AAA. That's fine. Mojica can go down to Class A. Shortstop, Aguro, Escota. That's fine. G1 Bay can stay up for now. This is fine as well. Swaggerty, AAA. Gorski and Head there. Right fielders, Fairchild, Lolo Sanchez in AAA. McCutcheon, I want him in the MLB. That's what I want. That's where I want Andrew McCutcheon. Else we just call him up in the September call-ups, and then he's a part of our playoff roster, maybe. We'll see how the infielders do. And then when it comes to our starting pitchers, 1, 2, 3, 4. I see you, Jack. 5, 6. AAA. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This guy's going to go down to AA for a moment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, he's going to... That's why, yeah, he was in Class A. There you go. And there, I believe you have it for starting pitchers. Relief pitchers, yeah, Oviedo's going to be in AAA. Christensen, we just got him. 1 to 4 is probably good. 1, 2, 3, 4. This guy's 18, we just got him. Let's put him in B. I think I have more fun playing NHL just because I know more, but both are very fun franchise mode experiences. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in AA. This guy could go to Double A. Ooh, not Triple A. Eduardo Escobar has just been traded mid-game to the Angels. No, what? Really? Eduardo Escobar to the Angels. Breaking news. Wow. James with the breaking news. Look at you. Whew. Nathan Webb can go to Class A. No, Jeffrey Pasentino can go to Class A. Now Double A needs one more guy to go down. Closing pitcher, maybe? Yeah, Teddy Landrum. You're too good for Double A. I want you to be the everyday guy. Sorry, you're not good enough. Sorry, what I'm saying. You're not good enough to be in Double A. You can be in Class A. Okay. That's all taken care of. The roster is good to go. Is it not, maybe it's not enough people in Triple A, though? What are they missing in Triple A? Well, let's advance a day. Auto-fix lineup. 5-1 win against the Cubs. Let me look at the batting lineup here for AAA. AAA, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 guys on the bench. That's not bad. Let the guys grow. It's not bad to have 23 guys there. So let's keep on going here. We're facing, you know what? We're facing the Brewers, Jack's Brewers. So let's do that for the first quick managed game of the episode. Dabrowski in shambles. Jared Eichhoff against Ethan Small. Quick manage. At PNC Park. All right, let's do it. Christian Yelich leading off with a ground out. Austin Hayes walks. Bo Bichette. Yeah, he just signed that big contract. Actually, it wasn't that big. Wasn't that big, but he should have been. Pitch single, of course, for Bo. Contreras lines out. And Christian Arroyo, our former player. Yes, we traded him to Houston for Rojas, and it really worked out. Joey Weimer. Slim in shambles. Pitch, 3-run bomb, of course, to Arroyo against his old team. Taylor doubles. Sano strikes out. All right. Rojas, yes, he was on Milwaukee. No, he was on Arizona. Arroyo, I forget how it works. I don't remember anymore. Fly out, strikeout. Walk, hit by pitch, 2-run double, strikeout. Error, runners on the corners for Arroyo, who grounds out. That's the current number one. No kidding. Oh, there you go. Number 1 prospect in baseball. There he is. All right, Big Pete, let's go. Ground out. No hits. Fly out. Single. First hit of the night. Castro strikes out. Taylor grounds out. Sano doubles. Here you go. Best prospect in baseball. A potential 80 overall. 22 years of age. Do you see DeBrincat going to Detroit? I could see that as like top 5 destinations. Definitely in there. Pitch, pop up. Arias, 2-run bomb. All right, you're done, Eichhoff. Great job, buddy. I just spoke about how consistent he is. Colby Allard is coming in for a long relief. Single, ground out. All right, O'Neill Cruz grounds out. Davis flies out. Rojas single. 1-run scores on an RBI double from Ian Happ. Reynolds flies out. All right, let's fly through this. Walk, blah, blah, blah. Whoa! Whoa! I'm trying to fly through the game. We got 6 runs in the 4th inning. Woo! I thought I was just going to say, okay, let's call it a game and get out of here. Wow. Hold on a second. Top of the 4th, walk. Miguel strikes out. Here we go. Sano hit a leadoff bomb to start the 4th inning. Santander strikes out. Cabrian Hayes gets a single. Castro walks, which gets Hayes on second. O'Neill walks to load the bases. Yeah, there you go. Very realistic for the Brewers, eh? Walk to load the bases. Henry Davis hits a grand slam. Wait, hold on. Infield hit. Castro walks, so first and second. O'Neill walk. Yeah, grand slam. There you go. Unless... No, yeah, there you go. Because I thought it would say grand slam. But then, yeah, they all score. Okay, yeah, my apologies. So Henry Davis, grand slam. Rojas flies out. Happ gets a single. Reynolds gets an RBI double for Ian Happ to score. And then Ethan Small gets replaced, and Pete Alonso grounds out. Okay, sorry, I got confused. Usually it says grand slam in the game here, but it didn't say anything. It just said home run, and all 3 of those guys were on base. So Henry Davis, look at you, buddy. Churio singles. Arias stolen base there from Churio. Ground out. RBI single from Christian Yelich. Line out, pop up. Hopefully we see some big trades at the draft now. Oh, I can't wait for the draft. We'll be live streaming everything. Can't wait for that. So it's an 8-7 game for Milwaukee. Santander strikes out. Hayes strikes out. Castro grounds out. Contreras grounds out. Arroyo pops up. Taylor flies out. All right, bottom of the 6th now. O'Neal Cruz, solo bomb for O'Neal Cruz, and we're tied at 8. 9 hits each and 8 runs each. Henry Davis, 1 for 2 on the day with his grand slam. He singles, 2 for 3 now. Rojas fielder's choice, and Ian Happ, 2-run bomb for Ian Happ. He's 3 for 4 on the day. Got distracted watching the stream and forgot I started boiling water. 2-run bomb, 10-8 for the Pirates. Ian Happ is 3 for 4 on the day. Reynolds, pitching change. Reynolds strikes out. Alonso strikes out. Top of the 7th now. Miguel Sano. Here he is, Mr. Power versus righties, but Allard is a lefty. He singles. Churio lines out. Arias strikes out. Yelich fielder's choice. We're up by 2 in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Suter to Beijing. Santander walks for Will Santos. Hayes fielder's choice. Castro strikeout. O'Neal Cruz strikes out. Austin Hayes, I'm going to keep Allard in there. Austin Hayes fly out. Bichette fly out. Contreras. Error gets him to first. Arroyo caught stealing. Which team is going to blow it up more, Calgary or Winnipeg? Probably Calgary in terms of names and big names and all that. I don't see Winnipeg moving anyone aside from Hellebuck and Dubois just yet. I think Scheifele, and probably Wheeler getting bought out, but the Scheifele, Connor, Morrissey, I don't think they're moving just yet. Henry Davis to lead off the 8th. He's 2 for 3 on the day. Singles to go 3 for 4. Rojas pops up. Happ singles, runners on 1st and 2nd for Brian Reynolds, who walks to load the bases. Big Pete with bases loaded, fielder's choice. Now Santander with bases loaded, he strikes out. All right, top of the 9th now. Colby Allard, you did a great job. We're bringing in Evan Phillips, to finish it off. Strikeout, walk, stolen base with his 5 stealing. Churio strikes out. Evan Phillips, 3 strikeouts. And we'll come away with a 10-8 victory. Down 7-0, and we win 10-8. Sorry about that one, Jack. Ian Happ goes 4 for 5 on the day, and he is the player of the game as we get ourselves a very nice victory. Next game against Milwaukee results in a 7-4 win, then an 11-5 win as we sweep the series. The Braves, we lose 4-1. Knee sprain, keep him active. One more time, 8-2 win, very nice, auto-utilize, and back to scouting. So we're 6-2 in the first 8 games of the season, very nice so far. No, I did not want to play that game. Come on, back out. What's this over here, roster? Oh, okay, because the month is over. Quinn Priester in 10 innings did very well. Very good, very good. Transactions, thank you, and we'll go back to scouting. 2 pitching prospects discovered, 4 discovered, 2 discovered. So I'm going to keep you guys doing International and East. I'm going to move Central to the West. Since you found 4, maybe there's less to find now. So I'm going to send you to the West. And I'll keep this guy International and this guy East for 1 more week. All right, let's keep on going. Evan Phillips, back stiffness. Keep him active. 12-9 win, 7-2 win, 6-5 loss. Hold on, place him on the bench. Put him back in the rotation. Switch him back with Hicks. Very good. 6-5 loss, 18-9 win against the Mets. Oh my goodness. Look away, Mets fans. Oh my. Data Freeman said Montreal's aggressively trying to trade up. Who do you think would be included hypothetically, and who are they targeting in the draft? I would think any trade that moves up. I don't think they're just looking for the pick. I think it would be moving like a traditional move up where here's 5 for 3 and here's the sweetener to make it happen. I could see Christian Dvorak, Mike Hoffman being parts of those deals. I don't think they're very desirable players. I could see them being a part of it. If someone wants a younger player, I could see Jordan Harris or any of those young defensemen like Jack-Eye, or I don't think Gooley. I could see a guy like Harris. I could see one of those guys being moved if they needed, although it would be unfortunate. But if it would be to go and get whoever falls at 2 or 3, if Fantilli goes, get Carlson. If Carlson goes, get Fantilli or whoever else. I think that's who they'd be targeting, because if you're at 5, you may as well just take whoever falls between Smith and Leonard and Mishkov. I think if you're moving up, I think it's going. I don't know. Would they move up to 2 or 3 for Mishkov? I don't know. I think that'll depend on the interviews next week. But I think if they're moving up, it's looking to. They probably want to get like Leo Carlson, I would think. It's too bad, the jerseys. Yeah, it's too bad. Yeah, I think Montreal could get Mishkov at 5. San Jose, I could see it though, but it's too bad because it's not just political things for the jerseys. It's also a lot of other cool things. Ethan Bear and his Heritage Night jersey, stuff like that. So it is too bad. Thank you, James. I appreciate you asking. And I don't think that'll stick around for long, the jerseys. I'd probably see them back not next year, but the year after. Okay, so back to the game. So the Mets started off with a 2-run first inning. The Penguins. The Pirates tied it up. Then it was the Mets scoring 2 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, but an 8-run fifth inning got us back in the game. So it was 2, 4, 6, 8. 8-10. It was 11-8 for the Pirates after 5. And then the floodgates opened with a 3-run 7th and a 4-run 8th. Hits were 21-15, but we went 18-9. So looking at, can I look? Not really. You can't look play by play, huh? Too bad. Gary De Silva didn't have the greatest numbers either. Allard came in and got the win. Colby Allard, he wants to get in the rotation. He's doing well. Let's see. Pete Alonso had 4 hits. Tamar Johnson had 6 hits. He went 6 for 6. Tamar Johnson went 6 for 6. G1 Bay went 4 for 5. Alonso 4 for 5. What else? Ian Happ 2 for 4. Oh my goodness. Whew. So that was a great win. 4-0 win. 7-6 win. 4-1 win. This is the Pittsburgh Pirates team that we want to see. 12-3 through 15 games. That is the Pittsburgh Pirates team that we're looking for. Number 1 in the MLB right now. It took till 2026, but here we are at this point. That's what we want to see. All right, so I'm going to end these assignments. Now let's start scouting positions before we scout the prospects. Let's scout positions. Give me all those guys we just did. Starting pitchers international. Give me starting pitchers from the East. This guy's good at discovery pitchers. He's not great at pitchers. Actually, let's do central on him. And let's do pitchers in the central there. East. Yes, there we go. Okay. Advance. Let's go back here. Let's keep on going. 6-2 loss, 2-1 win, 9-3 loss, 6-1 win. Andy Rodriguez out 1 to 2 months with a fractured arm. Ouch. So 10-day IL. Keep him active. That's too bad. Kronos just got here. I would ask how the team is doing, but it seems like we're doing quite well. Yes, we are. Always hard to read those comments on the PlayStation thing here on the side. I really hope so. Let's go back and look at the lineup now. Just make sure that Henry Davis is our everyday catcher now. So he's going to be getting lots of at-bats. He's batting .333 through 27 at-bats. So he's definitely going to finally get the at-bats that he has been, I would think, asking for. Rojas batting .325. Santander batting .320. Brian Hayes batting .344. Whew. All right, back to it. 6-4 win, 2-1 loss. Back to the scouting. And our losses... Hey, I keep clicking on the game backs. Our losses have not been by much. 2-1 loss, 6-5 loss, 4-1 loss. Back-to-back 2-1 losses. Here, that 1-9-3 loss here, 6-2 loss. But it's not like blowouts, you know? Earlier streams in July. Oh, maybe. Hey, that's true. Maybe earlier streams in July. Maybe I should do a poll on what time people like the most. 35 scouted, 4 discovered. I pressed discover. Well, at least I got more. At least we learned more about the prospects. I want to scout position. Starting pitcher. This guy was central, and that one in the East. No, not discover. Cancel. Scout position. East. All right, so this guy's going to keep going. He scouted 35 different ones. So in the last maybe 8 weeks, we'll do individuals. I think we're yet to have back-to-back losses on the year so far. 6-3 win, auto-utilize. 8-1 loss, yikes. 2-1 win, 3-1 win. Daniel Christensen out for a few days, keep him active. Texas, 5-2 loss. There's our first back-to-back. Keep him on the 10-day. And it comes against one of the worst teams. They're 14-14 and we lose back-to-back against them. Data's going to have the Penguins and Pirates championship parade together. That would be fantastic. 35 scouted, 20 scouted, 24 scouted. Good. Now this guy doing Central, I'm going to move you to the West. And then I think starting next week, we'll start looking at individuals perhaps. 7-5 loss. So we lose 3 in a row. We lose our first series. We get swept in our first series. And lose back-to-back or even 3 in a row for the first time this year against a team that was below 500. Great. 9-3 win, 2-1 win. Good. Getting back on the horse here. Cal Mitchell's out for 2 to 3 months. And auto fix, 6-3 win. All right, 3 losses in a row followed by 3 wins in a row. We're 21-11 here into the month of May. Let's check out how the team is doing. Mike Jarvis doing tough in Double-A. Not doing well in Double-A. Patrick Sandoval, tough times in Double-A. Kanan Smith and Jigba did very well. He's a channel favorite. Macias raked. Arrington, great in Double-A. And Luis Ortiz, great in Triple-A. Very nice. We look just in AAA here. Edgar Hernandez doing all right. Figueroa batting 291. Kanan, of course. Let's take a look at Kanan. What are his numbers looking like? He is batting 329. Woo! If we get him to AAA, you know, you never know. Maybe a little call-up. Maybe. Let's go back over here. Detroit, we lose 5-1. And Ian Happ out for a few days. Keep him active. We lose 6-3. All right. Now back to more scouting. What I also want to do is check out the pitching rotation, because Allard, how's he doing? Contreras has been the ace. Silva, Flaherty, Eichhoff. Ooh, Eichhoff, tough numbers. You know what? Eichhoff's coming out of the rotation, and Allard's going in. That's what we're going to do here. Cabrera, Lopez, Ramirez. Hicks, very good. And, oh my goodness, Evan Phillips, amazing. Who's on the mound for this one? Allard will be on the mound. That makes sense. So you know what? While we're here, I'm going to swap back to Silva into the ace role. But I'm going to keep Flaherty in the 3 spot. Let's try that. Yeah, that's it. Custom team franchise mode for 2020 for NHL 24. Hey, it's possible. Whatever the people want to see, it is possible. All right, scouting. Let's cancel these assignments now. Let's see anyone who interests us. Let's scout prospects individually. So we have picks number 20 and 36 in the first round. 20 and 36. So we're not going to go for the guy who's 1-1, 2-2, 3-3. This guy unranked, but our team has him ranked 4th. Our scouts, Jonas Santana, absolutely want to learn everything we can about him. 3-3, 4-5. Ranked 20 for the MLB, but 6 for us. Yes, please. And finally, we want to learn a bit more about this guy. Ranked 40th, but 9th for us. Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, let's get back into it. 8-0 win. Beautiful. We are 23-12. De Silva on the mound for a 5-2 win. 4-2 win, 3-1 loss. We win the series against Washington. Let's go see the series against the Phillies, the series opener at the very least. The team that's eliminated us in back-to-back years. Let's go see them in Philadelphia, no less. We're a half game up on the NL Central. The Cardinals are doing very well, but we have a little bit of a gap between the Pirates and the Cardinals and the rest of the NL Central. So let's check it out. Mitch Keller versus Taijuan Walker here. Can you make custom teams? You know what? I've never tried. Or you can make custom players. You can expand as a custom team. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't take a team and make it an additional team in the league, but you could take an already established team and relocate it and create it into your own custom team. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, we're away here at Citizens Bank Park. Keller on the mound. Let's do it. First inning, nothing. Second inning, 1 run for the Phillies. Sorry, now we're in the second inning. Ooh, that was a bit ugly. Third inning, we get a run. Bottom of the third, yikes. So Keller gives up 1, 2, and 4 runs. I'm going to go ahead and pull him now. I'm going to bring Eichhoff in. He's not been great, but he's in long relief now. Okay, we make it through. 5th inning, 6th inning, 1 run for them. 7th inning. Bottom of the 7th, we're down by 7 runs, not looking to do much. Let's just bring in Lopez, I suppose. Just do whatever you can. 9th inning, and we lose 8-1, right? 3 hits on the night. My goodness. Ugly. Let's get out of that. Let's try that. Let's do the next one. My goodness, 8-1 lost. Let's try again. Colby Allard on the mound against James MacArthur. Let's try that one instead. Sheesh. Come on. Citizens Bank Park. Here we go. Colby Allard on the mound. Oh, just looking, sorry. Matt Olson, home run. Oh, there was a trade in our Data 72 Fantasy Baseball League. Let's see that. Who was this? Who are the 2 teams making this trade? You be the judge on this one. So the Maybe Wows trading Carlos Estevez. Sorry, Adbert Alzolay, excuse me, to Brizzo's Deli for Carlos Estevez. Okay, that's all right. So here we go. Walk, no runs. First inning over. Second inning. Third inning. 1 run for the Phillies. 4th inning. 5th inning. 2 runs. 6 runs. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm sorry that I kept Allard in there to suffer, but when we're not getting any hits, it's kind of like I don't really care because nothing's going to go our way. Ramirez gives up a run. We have 5 hits in 2 games. And we got 3 runs at least at the end. So we got, what, 5 plus 3? We had 8 hits in 2 games against the Phillies. Incredible. 8-1 and 8-3 losses. So I'm not going to quick manage anymore. It seems like we can't ever win in the quick sim against the Phillies, so forget it. This guy unranked and number 3 in our according to our scouts. That would be an incredible pickup. Jonas Santana, Greg Esquivel, and Matt Guzman. All great players. I would love to get any of those 3. So let's cancel these assignments and go back to looking at anyone who stands out. 40 and 7, yes. Actually, we just did Matt Guzman. Let's keep looking. 14-11. Relief pitcher? Yeah, why not? 14-11, let's do it. You never know. 26 we did. 47 we did. 17-13. Peter Moyer. That might be interesting. Who else do we see? 66 and 16. Jose Fuentes. Yes, absolutely. We already know a bit about him, so 45% scouted will be fine. Back to the calendar. Fantasy, that's basically every season opening, I put a message in the Discord server for who wants to join. We do fantasy football, fantasy baseball, and fantasy hockey. So whenever it's a new season, I put a message in Discord for people who want to join. 6-4 win against the Phillies, finally. 3-1 win against the Padres. Oh, yeah, it is the Padres, excuse me. Whose career simulation are you going to do next? I don't think I have any in mind. I may wait until the draft and do like a Fantilli Duck sim or something like that. Or a Leo Carlson, whoever sim. Mitchkov, whoever sim. I might try one of those. I might wait. 11-1 loss. 5. Keep active. 5-1 win. Malcolm Nunez. Put him on the 10-day. Against the Blue Jays now. Here we go. 5-0 loss. 11-10 win. Thank goodness we get that. 29-17 is our record. A game and a half up on the Cardinals. Back to scouting. Tyler Glasnow with the Blue Jays right now. This guy, we learned everything we wanted to. Great. 66th ranked, but 5th for us. Very good. I want to learn more about these 2, so I'll keep them with us. Actually, no. This guy's ranked 30 for us, so I will remove his. But this guy I want to know more about, Peter Moyer. Let's keep scouting the prospects. Let's see who we find. Then I'll go back to scouting positionally, perhaps. 22-12. Let's do that. Lloyd Braun. Shout out to any Seinfeld fans. 35-17? Yeah, let's do 35-17. There we go. Back to the calendar. Blue Jays, we beat them 2-0. 6-1 win against the Reds. We have a lot of success against them in the calendar. Njigba, keep him active. We're good. 9-4 loss, 11-3 win, 8-2 win. We are now 33-18 coming into the series against the Brewers. 7-5 loss, auto-utilize. 3-1 loss, yikes. We're now only a half game up on the Cardinals. Back to scouting. Peter Moyer, yeah, we know enough about him. Lloyd, I want to know a bit more about him. I'll put him in the 3rd spot. Yeah, I would like to do the award nominees teams, actually. I would like to do that as soon as we get the results on the awards. That would be a fun little series to do. Especially, I'm glad you asked for it. At least somebody's thinking about it. That's nice. Yeah, I would like to do that again when the awards comes out. The awards ceremony on, what, the 24th? Is that it? Who else can we look at? Who else? Anyone else who interests me? Unranked 22, yes. Jose Carrera. Okay, we have picks at 120, 150. We got to scout those guys as well. That's why scouting, next week we'll do scouting, broad scouting. 26, 23, no. Rank 5, 27 for us. No, that's not very interesting. 37, 30, 29, 32. I'm looking for a big leap. 64, 35 for Jeff White. Yeah, okay, let's do Jeff White. Back to here. The draft is in 41 days. All right. Brewers, we beat them 4-1. Endy Rodriguez is back. No longer injured, has come off the injured list. Place him on the bench. How has Henry Davis been doing? Let's see here. Henry Davis batting .292. Very good. Live stream the awards? I don't think I'll live stream the awards. No, I don't think so. It's a very long evening, I find, with a lot of fluff around it. So I don't think I'll be live streaming the awards. 276, 271, 288, 245 for Pete Alonso. Okay. 301 for Cruz, 247 for Santander. Johnson, 274. Hayes, 353. Should Hayes be leadoff? Is he leadoff against lefties? Maybe, yeah. At least against lefties. Let's make Hayes our leadoff guy against lefties. Let's do that. Rojas has been good at 276, but Hayes at 353 through 153 at-bats. That's crazy. So I might keep Henry Davis out there. Rodriguez was hot, though. Rodriguez better against righties. 64, 66, 60, 68. So righties, he's still a bit better against righties. So I'll bring in Rodriguez just to see if he can bring it back. Let's see what he does here. Do you know you're hired for YouTube video? How do you mean? They're going to hire me? The NHL themselves are going to hire me? That would be great. I almost bump Hayes up in the lineup against righties, but I like having someone in the depth of the lineup who can hit as well. So there you go. On the bench, how are we looking here? Franco, 286. Johnson, Gonzalez, 250. Only 4 at-bats. Come on. Your highest viewed video is? Yeah, it's the Slavkovsky career simulation. I think just over 61,000 views. Choi, no at-bats yet. And Ji-Won Bae has been doing... He's been getting a good bit of action. Very good. So that's it. Rodriguez is back. Pitching rotation. Yeah, we'll keep it like that. Eichhoff's numbers have come back down a little bit. That's good. Ramirez, Lopez, they're struggling a bit. Hicks and Phillips continue to dominate. Very well done. All right, the Rays, 11-7 win, 10-3 win, 13-2 win. Woo, hoo, hoo, hoo. Oh, hold on. Big series here against the Cardinals. Let's slow sim these. Quick manage. 5-3 loss in the first game of the series, which now has them a game and a half back of us. Let's make it 2.5 games. Come on. Mitch Keller on the mound. Let's get this win here at home at PNC Park. Mitch Keller, Ji-Man Choi is looking a little rusty. You know what? Let's get Ji-Man Choi, not in the lineup right now, but this game. Let's get him in the lineup. Okay, Data, Vinny, let's go! Great to have you on board, my friend. Welcome to the stream. Tommy Edman grounds out. Carlson strikes out. Walk, fly out. Yeah, Keller did not do well last outing, so I want to see a bit more from him this time. 2 runs for us in the bottom of the first. Very good. And then 3 runs in the second. Incredible. 1 run in the third. 5th inning, 6th inning, 1 run there. Keller's 6 innings. You did pretty well. The bottom of the order, they haven't gotten a hit yet. I'll give you 1 more mistake. Pitch, strikeout. And you know what? Let's end on a high note. Speaking of Seinfeld references, let's end on a high note, buddy. Let's bring in Lopez, who I definitely want to see more from. We have a bit of a lead. Let's see if he can show us a little bit. Come on. Leadoff single, well, leadoff against him. Strikeout, good. Single, flyout. All right, just barely gets out of it. Jojo Romero. Is he going to get pulled here? Yes, he will. Santander, 1 for 3. He singles. Rojas, 0 for 3. He doubles. Runners at second and third for Castro. Swing for the stars, my friend. Grounds out. Cruz, 2 runs scored. 2 RBI single. And Henry Davis strikes out. Davis walks. Ian Happ, pitching change. Walk to load the bases for Brian Reynolds. Bases loaded. Fielder's choice. All right. Lopez, you did okay. Let's bring in Ramirez now. Someone else who has to do well. Tough part of the order here. Vlad Jr. singles. Arenado walks. Fraley flies out. Walk for Rowdy Tellez. Of course, Willie Adames is on my bench tonight in my fantasy league. Nolan Gorman, bases loaded. 1 run scores on a single. You got to get out of this, Ramirez. Come on. Sack fly. O'Neill, fielder's choice. We're up by 5. Alonso grounds out. Santander flies out. And let's give Rojas the pinch. Bring in, what's his name? Ji-Man Choi. His first at-bat of the season. Swing, fly out. All right. Let's bring in, just to give him some action here, let's bring in Jordan Hicks. He's only pitched 10 innings. Let's go against his old team. Ground out, walk, strikeout, I believe. Is it? Okay, great. 8-3 win. Mitch Keller, player of the game. 6 1/3 innings pitched. He gave up 4 hits, had 7 strikeouts. Very well done. Single 3-run bunt, of course, Willie. 4:28 to left. Just my luck. All right, and now scouting assignment. We have 2 more games against the Cardinals. 100% scouted on these guys, or just mostly very good. Let's go back to scouting a bit more broadly, scouting the positions. Let's look at relief pitching internationally. Let's look at... Infield's good. Let's look at the right field. From the East. Right field East. And let's go... What else do we want to do? Let's go again relief pitching from Central. Okay, let's try that. Another week here. 5-4 loss, 4-1 loss. Incredible. Giants, we beat them 2-1. Out for a few days, keep them active. 5-2 loss. Santander, out for a day or two, keep them active. 4-1 win. How to utilize, I guess. 11-9 win, 3-2 win. There we go. We are 42-24, 2.5 games up on the Cardinals. 37 prospect scouted, only 7 scouted here from the East. So I'm going to edit this assignment. Top 5 in the draft will look like. As of now, without trades, I would say Bedard, Fantilli, Carlson. At number 4, San Jose could go really anywhere. I'm going to say they go crazy and go Mishkov. And the Canadians, I'm going to say they go Will Smith, but they'd be tempted to go Ryan Leonard. I'll say that's my current top 5 at the moment. Right field from the West. Let's go right field from the West. And let's keep scouting a bit more about those guys. We have a few more assignments to do before the draft. 3-0 loss. Beautiful against the Reds. 8-7 win. 2-1 win. 2-1 win. That's what we need for the morale. A little series victory right there. Over 6 month torn Achilles tendon down in AA. Oh my goodness. 60-day IL for you. Wow. Smith goes 4 and Mishkov 5. Great. I'll take that. 4-3 win. 7-2 win. Sweet. Little 5-game winning streak there. Back to the scouting. Only 2 prospects scouted. Come on. Cancel, cancel, cancel. Now just quickly, any prospects who I want to look at individually. 66.5. Any big discrepancies in the numbers here? Can I sort by team rank? Yeah, there we go. So any big, like, unranked guys who I'd want to be looking at. No, these are pretty much even. Unranked 21, we learned a lot about him. 79-22, Corey Yeager. Let's learn more about him. Sorting once more by team rank. 21-17, no. 25-20, unranked 21, yes, we got him. 10th ranked, 23rd bias, no. 30-25, 5-26, he won't still be there then. Looking for the big